scanning did not show anything wrong. It was a 2-year-old girl that disciplined her. The reason is that while you were building credentials in the physical world and studying and understanding the laws of physics, which of course is the laws of the physical world, you did not know that the place where results are marshaled from, if you did not invest in that place, you might be a giant physically, but you will be a dwarf in the times where men collide in the spirit. And if they meet a dwarf there, your physical form notwithstanding, you will be helpless. So her hands is ×2. Now she went about looking for a man whose verdict can overturn the decision of that 2-year-old girl. Unfortunately, it's only in the physical world that she's 2 years. I've heard very funny things during confession sessions. I've heard small children saying that they have grandchildren in that place. Has any of you heard talks like that? I've heard people who claim they have mansions, that they have duplex, but in the physical world they are impoverished, very poor, but they have 2 private jets. They fly around. So the witch is not bothered by the physical impoverishment and the lack and scarcity that accustoms what she is physically. She knows that at night, in the realm that matters, I have an identity, and that is what consoles her. So although you are beating her physically, she is the one that is living more happy than you. The deeper life. I am desperate for you, oh, 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 oh. I am desperate for you, oh, oh. Is this your cry? I am desperate for you, oh, the place that matters, the realm that matters. Galatians chapter 6 verse 8, very quickly. Galatians chapter 6 verse 8. Scripture speaking, it says, for he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life eternal. Pay attention. I want to teach something very briefly. I need all your attention, please. There are many things that are not sinful, they are not wrong, but they are a food for the flesh. I want to do a little exegesis, a small expo for somebody who has been struggling with an unquenchable passion for a particular sin, and all your attempts to break free has proven abortive. I want to share something with you. Scripture says, for he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. So it means investment to the flesh, the returns is corruption. Investment to the spirit, the result is life everlasting. Now listen, how do you sow to the flesh? The sowing to the flesh has nothing to do with sin or iniquity. If you ever attempt to fast and you have decided that you are going to wait on God, and you deprived your body of its demand of rice and beans, in case you don't have spiritual intelligence, the flesh will play a trick on you. In that season, you will begin to feel unusually sleepy. A demand to sleep more than necessary will start coming. It is because you have blocked the channel of rice and beans kind of food. The flesh knows that he can eat another food, and that food is sleep. And if you slept and you gave yourself to the yearning of the flesh, when you wake up, as far as the mortals are concerned, you are not fasting, because what you have done is that you have yielded of. It's just that you did not know that it's a food for the flesh. Another thing that is a food for the flesh is sex. I want to answer somebody's question.